All right, we got a pretty easy layup. I think that's all we're going for here. No way, no way, no way. Everybody, it's Greg from Six Sided Discs. We are here in sunny Scottsdale, Arizona at the Shelly Sharp Memorial Disc Golf Course at Vista del Camino Park, which I'm sure you're familiar with from early season content on Terry Miller's channel and many others, where they hold the memorial among many other things. And you've probably also seen pros like Anthony Barella or Drew Gibson smashing huge shots out here, which is not what I'm going to be doing. I'll be playing the regular short 18-hole layout and answering some of your questions along the way. Starting with this question or comment, I guess. Somebody said, you can tell that you don't like Innova. So I brought a whole bag of just Innova discs with me here, and we'll see if I can find some that I like. So let's get started. All right, hole one right out of the gate. I'm going to be trying out a Champion Eagle over the water. Let's see how we do. Woo. That was actually pretty close. Wow. So this is our first time, at least as a family, in the sort of Phoenix, Scottsdale area. And I have to say, Vista del Camino, as far as like the terrain goes, doesn't look like anything we drove past on the way here. It's all desert, and then you get here and there's actually grass and ducks and trees. And I'm excited to test out some Innova discs that I've never thrown before. I've never thrown an Eagle. Almost aced this first hole. That's just crazy. You know, before we get too far into this stuff, thank you all so much for your support, watching our videos. We got a lot of fun off-season stuff planned that I'll be telling you about through this video and answering your questions and comments about every other hole. So let's see if we can birdie hole one. All right, we're at hole two. Let's answer a question at jhoja628 on YouTube. Asks, what's your favorite disc discovery of 2024? And I'll have to show some B-roll for this, but it's probably the Loft Discs Neon. It's such a weird disc, the intentional reverse dome puddle top thing. It just doesn't fly like any other disc we've thrown, which definitely makes it one of those like unique discoveries. So shout out to the Luft Discs Neon.
I've thrown a ton with Greg, and I think my favorite one, Eagle Wigs. I don't know why. I thought this was going to be a joke when I threw it because it was from Timu, I don't know, whatever you call it. And it just flies dead straight. It's dead straight and like kind of torque resistant, which is, it's kind of like a Luna without the glide. But yeah, this thing is, I threw it a little bit and now I kind of threw a Luna instead of it, but I always want to put this in my bag. I just don't know if it's PDGA approved. I don't think it is, so I don't want to take it to a tournament. Because you know you can't do that, but this has definitely blown me away. Also the Virgo, I don't know where it's at, but I have it in here somewhere. It might be in the garage, but the Virgo is an understable mid-range 4502. That thing's great as well, but this beats this. This was my favorite disc I definitely have thrown from Greg. I just want it to be PDGA approved so I can actually throw it and actually study it, because it's honestly a great disc. It's just dead straight. It's got some stability to it. So
all right, hole two, par three. Basket's just hiding down there. And we're going to go with the Scorpius Halo. Not bad. Well, I'll be darned. I think we're going to snag a birdie on this hole. Ooh, I tried to miss it. We're here at hole three, going for the red basket straight ahead. And see if we can get some turnover on this Halo Mamba. Caught the tree, but did get some turn. I'm surprised that Mamba turned that much for me. That was nice. All right, we fought through the tree. We got like a circle two birdie look. Here we go. Almost. Almost. All right, so unfortunate bogey, but we snagged a birdie on the previous hole, so we're still at par. Not bad. I'm not used to walk and talk camera work, so I'll see if I get any better with that. I'm working with the XT AVR for my putter, and I've got a R Pro Pig for approaches. See when I get a chance to use those. But I'm pretty surprised by that Halo Mamba. That flew really well. Actually got some turn, not half bad. I also have no idea if I'm playing the correct layout here. I'm just kind of going from what looks like the right tee pad to the right basket. Let's make it up as we go. All right, hole 4. Another question at Josh T9057 on YouTube says, please start a podcast where you select a disc to review. We throw it, we pick a guest or a fan to throw it, and then talk about it with them on the podcast. They could be new or advanced or something like that. Curious to see what they would learn about it. I do like this idea. It's a really specific idea. What I can say is we do have something in development that we're hoping to launch early next season that I don't want to call it a podcast, but let's say unscripted, something different. So we'll keep you posted on that as we develop it. All right, hole 4 looks like a 250-foot straight shot. We got a couple trees. I'm gonna go with the Mako 3 Star plastic. Turned it over a little bit, not bad. It's officially already time for sunscreen, and it's not even 7:30, I think. Thanks, Arizona. But the Star Mako 3 flew pretty nice, pretty straight. I think I just turned it a little bit too much, but it's probably straighter if I get the angle better, so I'm sure I'll have a chance to try that again. There we go. All right. Took us 4 holes, but we figured it out. All right, we're at hole 5, and a disc that I have actually thrown before. This is a Dairy Queen Halo Star Roadrunner that we tested in a recent video, so we'll see how we do with this one. Oh no, it's terrible. Everything felt good there until I went to throw it and super nose up. That was bad. So we were about 60 out. I think I'm just gonna try and approach here. Ooh, we got a big old bug flying around. Perfect, I'll take that. All right, we're at hole 6. Question from Matega JDax on YouTube, or maybe it was Discord, I'm not sure. Absolutely love the content, keep it up. What is your favorite disc? And this is a question for both me and Caleb. So I'll let Caleb answer separately and I'll include it here.
All right, what up, what up? It's Caleb. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the questions as well. What is my favorite disc? It's gotta be the Luna. I mean, I just feel like you can't go wrong with the Luna. I bagged 3 of them right now. I got a Macbeth Tour Series, the 2020 run, super stable. Then I also bag a Midnight Z Luna, which is just dead straight. I mean, you can't go wrong with a straight Luna. Then I have a roller Luna for like certain shots. I don't really pull this out that much unless it's like a super wooded shot that needs something to keep turning, but also kind of go far. The only bad thing about Lunas that I would like to be, I guess, better would be how, I wish they'd be torque resistant, which also requires you to throw smooth, but I'm working on it. But either way, I think a Luna's been my favorite disc since I started playing disc golf. I don't like putting with them because they're too glidey, but definitely a Luna.
For me, I would have to go with the Discraft Raptor. I have at least 2 in my bag, Z-Flex Jawbreaker and ESP Tour Series from last year. And then I have probably 8 or 9 on the shelf behind me on camera at home. So yeah, Discraft Raptor all the way. My go-to forehand disc. All right, so hole 6 plays as a par 4, it says, maybe 330 to 350. And I think I'm just gonna go with the Champion Eagle again. See if I can just put something out there and give me an easy approach. All right, that's somewhere. Kind of curious what Caleb picked for his favorite disc. I have no idea. What does he throw the most? Maybe a destroyer, but I feel like he's been trying out some different stuff lately, so we'll see. All right, we're just hiding behind the tree there, the basket in the shade, and I think this is a little outside my putting range, so I'll just approach again with the pig. A little aggressive. All right, hole 7. What do we got, about 260, 290, depending on which pin this is. I'm just gonna try a flex forehand with the OSU Star Firebird. Here we go. Hold on. Honestly, it's way better than I thought it would be. All right, everybody, welcome to hole 8. This is the iconic hole here at Shelley Sharp Memorial. Question is at Nico Viinanen, 1899. What's in the bag without the discs? What accessories do you carry on the course? So with me today, nothing. I brought a shoulder bag with 9 discs, no chalk, no towel, no anything. So I'll shoot some B-roll back home of the stuff that's in my actual bag. But I definitely have a Prodigy chalk bag with a Friction Labs chalk sphere inside of that. I've got 2 towels. I have the Max Disc Dense suction cup. I guess it's a like 3D printed retriever. So a big fan of that, works great. What else? Always some water, mini, and depending on what we're doing for recording, I might have a rangefinder, laptop, table, tent that I bring along with as well. And then I'm sure Caleb has a different selection of stuff. So we'll take a look at what Caleb's carrying for accessories in his bag.
Next question, what is in the bag aside from the discs? We're gonna try to make this really quick, okay? You ready? So we got a sport sack. I don't really use this as much. I'm more of a birdie bag guy. Birdie bag, ride or die. I've been using this for a while. Love it. Highly suggest birdie bags. I got a couple markers in here, 3 markers. I lost 2, don't know where they went. Then I got a Bushnell rangefinder. We got the red and blue one from D-Glow last year when I competed. Gotta have a rangefinder if you're playing tournaments. Just makes you feel more comfortable and confident. Definitely suggest getting one. And then a huge retriever guy. I got a small one that I get because I get poison ivy. If I don't want to go into it, I'll just kind of go around and dig it out. And I got a long one for the water. I haven't really been using this much because I've been throwing better shots, which is good. Here we go. 16 feet there. Big patch guy. I got all these patches customized, 6-sided, Bogey Rose fan, all that. Huge Taco Bell fan. I always get Taco Bell after rounds with Max usually. I just use this for like just water and stuff. Then I have a hotel towel that I got a while ago. I'm not gonna tell you how I got it, but it's really good. It helps for dirt. And I hold this when I putt, just a simple one, just for like water and little like mud specks. Hold that. And that is pretty much it. One last thing I hold in my bag is I always have this. I stretch out before every tournament. I highly suggest getting a band or something of stretching out, get the shoulder firing because I've been sore recently. So I've been using this just before I throw. Really helpful. And then to top that off, if you don't have, if you don't have time to stretch, I use Icy Hot for my shoulder if I'm ever like in a little bit of pain. But that is pretty much it out of the bag. I think so. Yeah, that's it.
For hole 8, I've got the Halo Rock 3, which I haven't thrown a lot. I think it's supposed to be overstable. And we'll see if we can get close. Here we go. Well, I pulled it super wide, but I think I still have a putt. Let's go. All right, so we're at hole 9, a little bit of a water carry. You may recognize this disc as the control disc for our 5,000 subscriber special way back. The other one we threw 5,000 times into the wall and the ground and the trees and the cinder blocks. It's technically not an Innova disc. It's made by Innova for Millennium. So it's a Helio Sirius Scorpius, which is basically a Halo destroyer, but maybe a little bit less stable. Certainly plenty overstable for me. So let's see if we can get across the water. Oh, and I think we're gonna go to the red elevated basket just for fun, so it'll be a little bit farther. Woo! That was actually really close. That was awesome. I'm throwing like the best shots I've thrown in years. Yeah, everybody's been talking about this dry heat. I guess dry heat makes me way better at disc golf. I'm not sure, but that was pretty sick. Super close to the basket. All right, that was a pretty good drive. And so said the local Cody, who's in the water over here searching for discs. Shout out to you, Cody. Good to meet you. Let's see if we can get another birdie. Oh. Not only did we miss it, we got a tough comebacker. Brutal. Oh, that's a bummer. All right, that was a tough 2 missed putts on an elevated basket to take a bogey, but oh well, we're just having fun. Hole 10 question from at Norfar PS3 asks, what are the rarest discs that you own? And again, I'm gonna need B-roll from back home because I didn't bring them, even though I thought about it. It's actually 2 Innova discs, 2 of my first discs that I ever bought. gosh, how long ago now? Like 15, almost 20 years. I bought them at a gas station, so I still have a pre-flight number Champion Orc and a pre-flight number 12-time Ken Climo Champion Firebird. So those are definitely my rarest ones. But what about Caleb? Because I don't really know much about his collection. So we'll see if Caleb has any rare gems as well.
I bagged this. It's a CD2 with a PD2 pop top. Thank you, Max. Love this thing. I also bagged a Skyrider. This is a lot of money. I don't know why I throw it, but it flies so good. I'm never losing this disc. If I do, I am going to... I don't know what I'm going to do. PD2, then we got a PD3. This is also a super rare disc. Thank you, Max, again. I've been throwing this for a while. Love it. PD3, worth a lot of money, I think. MD3, shout out Greg. This is the old Innova made. This thing is like a straight MD3. Loving this thing right now. Thank you, Greg, again. AJ Destroyer, 2009. These are two of the Eero Makinen destroyers, the PFN. I think that's how you say it, the Eero Makinen. I don't know, but these are super rare. I think there's only like 500 or like 250 of these made. Shout out Max, thank you again. I don't know, I haven't really thrown them much. I have 3 Ricky destroyers. My other one's in here somewhere, but 3 of these. I wouldn't call those like rare, but I guess some people will. Old S-Line PD lightweight. This thing flies like a dream, but it's a little too flippy now. But love this thing. Then I got 2 to round it off. I got 2 Finish Line Eras that I got at the Drew Gibson Clinic. There was only 500 of this run made, and I got 2 of them, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, that's it. Definitely just scuffed those from throwing them on the concrete. Hope it was worth it, guys.
All right, hole 10, it looks like about 250 straight ahead. I'm gonna try this Star Mako 3 again and see if we can get a better shot with that. Hi. No, that's another nose up one. All right, that was another kind of nose up shank, unfortunately. So let's see if we can cash a long, low ceiling putt, and then maybe I can do this Mako 3 justice on a different hole. Oh, it was an effort. Not the best effort, but an effort. Well, that's a couple sloppy shots in a row. Bummer. See if we can clean those up a little bit. Maybe get a couple birdies here on the back 9. Hole 11 coming up. Another one over the water. All right, we're here at hole 11. Basket is the elevated one on the left, way down there. Let's see if we can get anywhere near it. All right, here we go, over the trees. All right, fought through, sweet. All right, long putt, elevated basket, here we go. Well, on the pole, but low. All right, we're here at hole 12. Another question from @TannerHill. I1F, he asks, can you guys do a video with the Ditto bot and compare discs? This is certainly nowhere near the first question we've had about robots, and I actually did reach out to Aaron from DittoBot. I'm sure you've seen it on Simon's channel. Basically, DittoBot's not available for collaborations right now. Maybe in the future, who knows? But for the time being, we'll have to stick with our human robot, Caleb, and see how we do. Caleb does great work for us, so I'm certainly happy with that. Hope you guys continue to enjoy his efforts. All right, hole 12 usually has the triple Mando set up here right off of the shelter, so I'm gonna try and keep it low and under there. We'll go forehand with the Star Firebird. Well, we turned it over a little bit, but we're down there. All right, we got a tough putt. I'm gonna have to straddle around the tree here. Ooh, that was not bad. I wrote hole 13. This is a pretty long one. Looks like mid to high 300s. You can see the basket is in the shade there on the hill. I'll put an arrow pointing to it. Ding, right there. I think I'm gonna go like big forehand with the Scorpius and see if I can get some flex. All right, another circle's edge on an elevated basket. Here we go. Get there. Oh, come on. This is where you go from birdie to bogey real quick on these elevated baskets. All right, we're on hole 14, and we're giving directions to people playing the course. I guess I'm a local now. Pretty cool. Hole 14, Nicholas in Discord asks, how hard is it to host a tournament? What are the biggest factors to overcome? That's a great question. We've hosted several unsanctioned events of various kinds. We've done like a 3-disc challenge with our mystery challenge that we've done 4 years in a row now. And we've done a couple others. We just did another one at a local college, Zane State College, that went really, really well, filled up the whole tournament, 72 players. So I think whether it's sanctioned or unsanctioned, tournaments require a lot of planning and organization. You want to have a clear idea of what you're doing, and then make sure when you set up the tournament registration page that you're really clear with setting expectations on cost. What do players get for the entry? Is there a player pack, or how much of that money is going to pay out? Where's the money going? And then obviously, if you want to just get, started learning the ropes, support other tournaments, volunteer, offer to help your local club and learn what they're doing, and learn from somebody, kind of get a mentor figure. Shout out for me personally to Christy Moore of the Columbus Flyers and Central Ohio Disc Golf. She's been super helpful for me. I can ask her questions anytime. So get yourself somebody like her. All right, and here on hole 14, we got a bit of a pump here. I'm gonna try and flex out the Halo Mamba again. No, that's not it. So I think one of my most common misses on the course is when I start to get tired, nose up, just lazy, nose up, not putting my whole body into the throw. And seeing a couple of those now, so maybe we can clean that up for the last couple holes. I don't know. All right, we're at hole 15. The basket is straight ahead behind that tree. I think I'm gonna go with the Roadrunner and maybe just try and like hyzer flip it on the left of the tree. I don't know. Maybe I'll go for the flex line. I'll shoot to the left. All right, I either cut roll to a good spot or I'm stuck under the tree. All right, I had to put the tripod all the way on the ground to show just how bad this lie is. This is probably my worst spot so far. So I'll see if I can get on a knee and pitch something out there close. I'll take it. All right, hole 16. Question from YouTube at JDenoverdel4161. Asks, or I guess it's more of a suggestion. Only suggestion is timestamps so we can go back and review the discs that we're interested in the videos. This is a fantastic suggestion. And it's just one of those things that I'm now trying to work into my workflow and go back to old videos and do when I have free time. So if you check as of right now, the last 5 or 6 videos should all have timestamps. And I'm gonna slowly try and work my way back through our catalog and add those timestamps in. So enjoy. All right, here on 16, we're gonna go with the Rock 3 again and just try and give it some hyzer and let it fade to the basket. Close to pin high. We'll have a putt. Yeah, seeing the line now, hyzer probably wasn't the answer. This tree is shorter than I thought, but we got another circle's edge putt, so let's get a birdie this time. Get there. Oh, low. All right, we're on hole 17, shooting to, I believe, the red basket straight ahead. Let's see how we do. I think I'm gonna go with the Scorpius again on a flex forehand. Oh, it's nowhere near enough. Oof, that was pretty terrible. That disc's just so overstable. I mean, I don't know, it would need so much more anhyzer. Probably wasn't the shot for this hole, but I'm not gonna lie, it's starting to get really hot. My decision making has decreased. All right, we got a pretty easy layup. I think that's all we're going for here. Let's go. Little air bounce. Let's go. No way. No way. No way. That's crazy. Well, hey, our pro pig. I used to bag a pig for a very short time, but I didn't like it for forehands, which is why you haven't seen me throw any upshots with it on my forehand, but that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Okay, we are here at hole 18. Last question from Chris T on Facebook asks, how do we plan our videos? Are we just making like one per week? Or how does that work? They're trying to get better at making videos for their own channels. That's a great question. I have a lot of people reach out for advice about YouTube, about having a disc golf shop or starting a store or whatever. So happy to support and answer other people's questions about that. Our process is super complicated. I'll show you kind of a snapshot and I'll blur some of the details here of what that looks like. But basically, we now work on anywhere from 2 to 6 videos at once. It used to be one at a time from start to finish. That just wasn't really sustainable. We live in Ohio. The weather's inconsistent, not like here. And it wasn't really easy to get out and record every week, bad weather, whatever. So now, because we can work on so many videos at once and just kind of push them forward a little bit at a time, we get to a point where we're finishing 2 at a time, one here, one there. And I've always got something in different stages of development, whether I'm, sourcing the discs for an idea, going out to the course and recording, tracing the shots at home, editing, writing, whatever. So it is complicated and sometimes hard to keep track of all that information, but I think it has made our production process a lot easier to do. Just always be pushing something forward to get done. So hopefully that's helpful for you. Develop your own process. It's a very personal thing. So whatever works best for you. All right, we are at hole 18. It is pretty far to, let me zoom in, the red elevated basket. Again, I'll put an arrow at it. Ding, right there. And I think I'm gonna play it kind of safe and stay to the right, not over the water, because it looks a little bit beyond my distance here. And hopefully we stay in bounds, because everything beyond the path is supposed to be OB. OB. Bummer. All right, we landed over there, OB, by the geese. So we're taking it where it crossed right over here. And another maybe throw-in chance on 18. Here we go. Oh, super. That was horrible. Oh. It's a disaster. So that'll do it here from Shelly Sharp Memorial at Vista del Camino. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Kind of fell apart there on 18. I think I took a triple bogey, so at least there were some highlights along the way. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's a different kind of video for us. So if you did, let us know in the comments. And also, if there was a question that we didn't answer that you wanted to ask, put that in the comments as well. All right, and we finished just in time because I seem to have outlasted my phone, which is trying to overheat. So for Six Sided Discs, I'm Greg. We'll see you in the next one.